You're with Coach Mike Mincey after the Lady Eagles take down Mars Hill by 27. Coach, this is a game you really had to grind out today. What did you see from your group and in this victory?
I was happy with our defense, not happy with our offense, so that's somewhat worrisome. That's 2 of the last 3 games that didn't get off to a good start in the first quarter. Clearly, we only put up 12 points, and I thought, if this was going to be a close game, it was going to be about our offense. Could our offense produce enough to kind of get any kind of separation? First half, we certainly did not. Second half was a little bit better, but it was more about, we got stops and we got stops and we got stops. We just never could put the ball in the basket like what we're accustomed to. So it's just our offense. Our offense is what allowed us to have to grind out a little bit more than maybe we wanted to.
Well, you talk about your defense. You out-rebound them 57-24 in this game, and you also hold them to 25% shooting in the second half. Why were you guys able to get the job done? Because they have 2 players over there that have put up 30-point games this year.
Probably our depth has probably got something to do with it. We did, press during the first half and a lot in the third quarter, but they knew how important it was to come out and get stops. And when you're not scoring, and one other caveat, the rebounding was great, but we had 23 offensive rebounds. So they turned it over 22 times. We get 23 offensive rebounds, but out of the 23 offensive rebounds, we only have 9 second chance points. Mm-hmm. So, you saw it, like we're getting second chance opportunities near the rim, whatever. Physical game, we didn't get bailed out, just like we didn't against Catawba to go to the free throw line. With another crew, maybe you're shooting 28 to 30 free throws. Tonight it wasn't going to be there, and we tell them you got to adjust and you got to play through some of that stuff, and I don't think we did that very well tonight.
2 players to highlight. Taylor Goforth, career high 9 points. She hits 3 3-pointers. Michaela Alvey, 10 rebounds off of the bench. What do you think of those 2 performances?
Well, certainly proud of Goforth. She's been shooting the ball really well this year. Certainly does in practice, and sometimes she's reluctant to pull the trigger. I think she's getting more comfortable with it, and to see her go 3 or 4 from the 3-point line, clearly there in the third quarter is when she hit 2 of them, and I thought those were big threes to kind of help us stretch it out to 15, 16 points before going into the fourth quarter. And then Mac's just a hustler. That's what she is, and she knows her role and what she's good at, and what she's good at is being a competitor, playing hard all the time. And when you play hard like she does all the time, you can find yourself grabbing that many rebounds.
Now you turn your sights to Limestone, a team you lost to in December. What's going to be the key against the Saints to avenge that loss?
Well, at their place, the key, the one of the reasons we lost because we couldn't guard. We just didn't guard. They shot great. We had a hard time guarding their 5s. In their dribble drive action, we just did not guard them at all. And they were hot. It was a really high-scoring game. We scored the ball well, just couldn't get stopped. So I think it's going to come down to whether or not we can guard. I think we've had several games the second semester where we've held teams in the 50s. Tonight we held a team in the 40s. Which we were not accustomed to doing that. A lot of times we just outscore people. But I think on Saturday, we're really going to have to try to stymie them a little bit more from a defensive standpoint. Hopefully we can figure out our scoring and try to come away with a big victory because it's going to be a huge game for us on Saturday.